Over the last 2 weeks, I've been talking to you a lot about joining me on a journey. I've talked to you in depth about mission statements, sacraments, and goals, but I haven't really told you much about myself. If I were you, I would be wondering, who is this girl that keeps inviting me to join Monican Moms, and where did she come from? So I've decided to give you a little background on my faith. Growing up, I didn't really know God. All I knew about him was what I had learned when I was 6 in Sunday school, the handful of times my grandmother brought me, and what I learned when I was 10, the 1 week I attended vacation Bible school with a friend. Other than that, I could recite the Our Father and the Hail Mary, which I said every night before bed while gazing up at the rosary my mother had hung from my headboard. To me, the rosary was just a necklace. I didn't understand it or who the man was hanging on the cross and what he had done for me. As I grew up, the little that I had known about God, along with my prayers and rosary, got pushed aside and forgotten all about. I had nothing to do with God until one day I was brought to my knees in so much pain that the only place I could look was up. I was lost, beaten, and broken. I had reached a place of total defeat, my bottom. Having absolutely no fight left in me, I cried out from the dark, God, kill me or help me. I can't take one more day of this life that I am living. In that moment that I asked the God of my misunderstanding for help, he came and rescued me. With God's help, I made a decision to change my life that day. He put me on the right path and put a woman in my life who finally introduced me to Jesus. I began going with her to Bible study every Wednesday and church every Sunday. After doing that for a few years, I began to feel that I needed something more, like there was still a piece that was missing. So I started searching, and I found myself at the Catholic Church and joining RCIA. That year, on March 26, 2016, I became Catholic. Becoming Catholic was the best decision I have ever made. Since that moment, I have never looked back, but only to remind myself of where I have come from. I will forever be grateful for the day that God heard my cries and rescued me from the hands of the devil. In losing myself, I found God. That day so many years ago, I started on a journey that has led me here to you today. I pray you will hear my story, be inspired, and decide to join me on this journey called Monican Moms. Pray about it.